Well, today I am working on replacing radiator mount bushings off of a John Deere 420 crawler. That's how obviously the radiator is mounted and protects it from being jostled about. So I've got one left, so I figured I'll show you what I do to replace them. Yeah, they're pretty worn out. It's supposed to look like that. Mount it with this vise here. Hold it still. Grind off these little rivets. You can actually even kind of see the round where the rivets are. Because the next things we're going to do is to use a center punch to mark where we're going to drill it. Oh, already started to come out. Cool. So did that one. Some of the rivets readily come out, but mostly you got to drill them. That's why we center punch them, so that we can drill the rivets out so they come out easily. There we go. It stayed there enough. There it is. There's your old one. Now with this, we bent it a little bit. So we'll just straighten it back up on the anvil. Yeah, that looks good, and this one looks good. Then we have a couple mounts and the rivets. And these mounts have one side that pokes out and the other side that doesn't. So, got to remember which side goes where. And the other thing is, with these so worn out, you really don't know which way they were originally. So, what are you doing, fluffers? Huh? Meow meow. Well, you can either look in your manual, or you can look at how it mounts on the radiator itself. And this mounts on to there. So when I'm looking at these old radiator mounts, they were on the outside like that. They went in there. But there's all this play here. So I'm guessing that the rubber mount, or this part that sticks out, goes on the outside so that it can go up against that. There it is. Looks like they jury-rigged something. That's the bottom ones. Yeah. worn out they are. Huh. And there's the parts manual. Bottom ones it shows there. Top ones shows like that. It's not quite as clear, but yeah, I think the pokey part points out. So after looking at the pictures, I'm pretty sure that this obviously goes on the outside, and the part that pokes out goes on the outside as well. If you're restoring your crawler, this would be a good time to paint all this stuff up, but I'm just getting it running again, so I really don't care. Yeah. So then the rivets, we'll drop them in there and then flatten them on the anvil. I like to heat them up. Seems to work easier. I don't know if it actually helps or what, but I find it seems to. Up. If you're worried about it burning this stuff, it really doesn't stay hot very long. I wish I had a punch with a cup on the end, but this works. There we go. There's one. One more. This last one caused me some problems on the other side here, because you can't put that corner on the anvil because this bushing's in the way, so you can't pound on it. So I ruined one of the rivets, so I ended up using a nail, which worked just fine. So what I did is I just took a regular nail and I cut it off, like right there. And basically you have a rivet. Almost the same thing. The head's a little bit thinner. The head's a little bit tapered underneath, but honestly, that's what I used for one of the rivets and it worked. But I think that worked just fine. I mean, it's pretty soft steel, so it bent over pretty easily. Well, there you have it. New bushings in place. That'll go right in there. Bolt it together and we're good to go. Nice. And that's how you rivet or don't rivet bushings back on a John Deere 420.